Now this one's going to be really funny. I hope it comes up a treat. It's got to be a rip snorter, this one, so to speak. So let's see how we're going to make it. I wonder if we're going to zoom it or if we're just going to keep it at 100. Keep it at 100. We're just going to set this up nicely. Hang on, what are we doing with background colour? We don't want that. So we're just going to go here. Contrast. We're not going all the way with it. Copy density. Okay, going all the way with that for some reason. And the sharpness. So this one's got to look really good. This has a lot of meaning to me, this particular message that I'm photocopying. It's going to be a real funny one, I hope. I hope you people find it a joke, a funny joke. But let's see. Well, we've got on here another demo piece. We've just got to throw it aside. Sorry, guys. So now we're just going to close that. And I wonder if we're simply going to reduce it, not enlarge it. So we're going to make the A3 area on this copier, the whole area between there and there, available. So we've got here an interesting message I created on a Canon color copier. Nerds will inherit copier world. This is a text feature. It's a feature there called where you can write your own text messages on your photocopies. So let's see how this goes. See if we can make this message really come up a treat. This is a challenge. I want this one to come out well. This is something that really means a lot to me because I do believe in the future the nerds will inherit the copier world. We'll build photocopiers that are artificially intelligent, and we'll build photocopiers whose hardware will last 60 years instead of 5 years. Now this is shit. This looks dry. It doesn't look good at all. So I'm just thinking if we can make some tweaks. It does look very dry. There's not, I know it's because we've got the colour. I knew the copy density was going to be too light. So we're going to darken it just a smidge. And let's just see if we can make this one better. So let's just take our message and maybe we can line it up against the edge like that so we get it to photocopy the whole thing. So let's see if we can make this really look good. It's not easy sliding things sometimes. If I had some silicone oil, it would probably, like some of the old document feeders used to have a belt that runs across the glass. And in the old days at Xerox, we had to use silicone oil to basically lubricate the doc feeder. And basically here, there you have it. That looks interesting. And then you got the broken up version down there. So I'm wondering if we're going to go further with this. I don't feel like I'm doing this really well as much as I'd like to, because this is my basic message. So I'm wondering if we're just going to try that again. We're just going to line that up again against the edge, like so. Let's see if we can. I'm wondering if we're going to further adjust things. I don't know what we're doing with this. I really hate this stupid user interface. The old tab system on the C353 was a lot better. So I'm wondering, we're just going to try and just persevere with the movement. Trying to spin it. I'm trying to get it to spin. It's really difficult. If I had that silicone oil, that would help make it more slippery and easier to do. So we're going to do something, I'm hoping, interesting once we've got the movement correct. So I'm wondering, so we've got this one happening. This looks quite interesting. You can just see the colours breaking up in the writing here. But yeah, I'm just wondering if we're going to do another one. I don't know how this is going to work, but we'll soon see. We'll try our best. That's all you got to do in life, is try your best. You know, if you can't do it right the first time, try again. But sometimes you got to know when to give up as well with things. Okay, let's see if this one's come up a treat. Hopefully I'll have enough paper in the tray for what I'm hoping to do. So let's see how this one's turned out, if this is the one we want. So maybe, I'm wondering if this is the one we're going to use. It's not as good as I was hoping it to be, but I think we're going to use it. I think we're going to use it for what we're doing. It's a tough one. So I'm wondering if I'm going to use it. So which part's going to face in on the image? We're going to see how we can make this look. So we're just going to remove our original. We're just going to put that aside with the others. And I'm just going to check my paper tray. This photocopier nerd wants to make sure there's enough paper in here to perform the task. It doesn't seem to show accurately. It'd be nice if you could see how many sheets there are. But anyway, this is interesting. You can see some of the colour break up. So we're just going to quickly keep the machine in play, and we're just going to put it on the glass, our piece of demo material we created, and we're going to make this, going to change the original type. So I'm going to change it to copied paper. Go here, and we're going to what are we going to do with this shit? I'm going to make this dark. So I'm hoping this will work really well. I really do hope it does. And we're going to hit negative positive. We're going here, and we're going to do some more nerdy little tweaks. So hopefully that'll work. And what else are we going to do? I think that's pretty much what we're going to do, and then we're just going to hit start and see what we get. So this is going to be another prolongated demo. So hopefully this one will be a treat, because the message is so packed. In fact, the first time I heard the actual full term is the nerds will inherit the copier world, but I had to shorten it because the machine wouldn't let me do a full one. But anyway, we forgot to do something important. I think I still have the reduction on, so I've got to switch off the reduction. This is the second time I've done this, so I'm just going to put it on 100% as usual. I don't know how this is going to look. Let's see how we go. So we made a bit of a boo-boo just then. I just hope we got enough paper to make 4 images for this demo. And let's see how it comes out. Right, so this is our first one. We just got the message in at the top. It's right at the top, so it's as close. So we're going to put it down here. We're going to make this into a mirror image, but you can still see the colour breaking up. That sunlight's a bit of a pain, so we're just going to bang off another. This is not as nice as I was hoping it would be. I was hoping this would be much more nicer than this. I seem to be making a lot of bummy demos today. But our photocopier of the future is going to be artificially intelligent. The hardware is going to last 60 years, not 5 years. This is our second one. And basically, what else? Well, we're just going to set this up. And basically, it's going to be easy to recycle, which is extremely important at the end of its life. So at the end of its life, it's going to be easy to recycle, because we don't want it in landfill, and we want to make it easy. Of course, we are going to make sure that it's not ending up in landfill or even an high-temp incinerator. We're basically going to be able to recycle it, and it's got to be easy to pull apart, and we've got to keep the chemicals and the materials simple, like using less plastics. We don't want all this fucking plastic like we have here. So basically now we're just doing that, because this machine's got to really save the planet. It's got to be a planet thinking machine, or not, well, it doesn't actually think, but you know what I mean. It's got to be thought of as an environmentally friendly machine. And also, in addition, most of the money I earn from this invention will be used for good causes, like other scientific discoveries, like how to help reduce the impact, how to basically end climate change and global warming, get all the dirt, all the plastics out of the ocean that the fish and the birds are choking on. So we're just going to get a close-up look. So we've got to clear the oceans of plastics that have been dumped or that have ended up in the ocean through intent or no intent. And basically, we've got to help the poor and the needy, the sick, the disabled. So I'm going to be giving money away to a lot of causes. So if the nerds, you might think nerds are a bit boring and a bit shitty, that we're just too obsessed with technology, but this photocopier nerd that's holding this Galaxy S8 Plus in her hand, she wants to do good for the planet. And basically, most of the money will go towards scientific experiments to help mankind, how to harness the power of lightning in order to create usable electricity for domestic, industrial, and commercial use. So we've got a lot of work to do, but that's what us nerds and geeks are good for. We are very good workers, and we might be boring to talk to, but hey, we're going to be too busy working on this shit that we're not going to have time to talk or gas bag. So hopefully that's my 2 cents for the day. But I really like that oval in the middle. So that oval has just confirmed to me that this is a good demo. So I think we can call that one quits. Gotta go.